So welcome to Margaret Court Arena. It's a wonderful day in Melbourne. It's stunning conditions, 32 degrees, slightly partly cloudy, so a little bit of humidity around. But this is the match that we are waiting for, the 2018 Australian Open Junior Girls Final. And on screen is the young lady from Chinese Taipei.
Liang and Shuo to serve.
Liang on Shuo. She'll be up serving, and she is against Clara Burel of France.
Play. $15 love.
So 15 all, and it is the young Chinese Taipei. And Liang starting the Australian Open Junior Girls Final here in Melbourne. Some big hitting from this young lady, the Chinese Taipei, and of course she's the number 2 seed here. Pleasure to take you through this match. My name's Louise Plumbing, and joining me is Bojana Babusic. And what a treat, these young ladies. Many fine top WTA players have come through this process and been lucky enough to play an Australian Open Junior final. Bojana, this young lady, very aggressive player, very solid from the baseline. Would imagine being the number 2 player here, has come through some tough matches, but in fine form at the moment. So it's the first break of the match, going the way of the French woman. Some big hitting, quite an intelligent, smart player, this young Clara Burel of France, currently with a combined ranking, junior ranking of 33 in the world.
She had a very good win yesterday in her semi-final, Louise. She was 6-2, 1 love down, and then won 12 straight games against the number 1 seed, Wang Jinyu. Loves to use her forehand and just adapts well. And she was very emotional after a win yesterday, so it's a big moment for her, as it is for Liang and Shuo.
So many great past players that have won this event. Been the Australian Open Junior champion and then taken their careers to the heights of the WTA Tour. Jelena Jankovic won this event in 2001. Of course, Victoria Azarenka in 2005. Pavlyuchenkova, Karolina Pliskova. The list goes on. And of course, we've seen in 2018 that the youngsters that win this event do transition very well. And we saw Marta Kostyuk, just the young 14-year-old last year, win the Australian Junior Championships. Of course, coming through, getting through to the 3rd round here, beating Peng Shuai in the 1st round. Massive win for that young lady.
15-40.
So an opportunity here with 2 break points to get back even. Well, not a lot of
Game Liang.
long rallies at the moment, Bodge.
1 game all.
Players just looking to get those nerves out and just try and find their range in these first couple of games. Liang and Shuo, well, she's had an amazing run into this tournament. She won a Grade 1 tournament in Traralgon and has also made her way through here to the final, actually on a 17-match win streak, because at the end of last year, in November, she won a Grade B1 tournament in Korea and then obviously won Traralgon and in the final here. So she's carrying some confidence. Very crafty player, likes to use that slice backhand as well. So sort of likes to move that ball around the court.
Very powerful young player as well, isn't she? I would imagine it's a lot about managing that pace and the big ball striking that she has. Doesn't look like she's too nervy though. Looks like she's really settled in quickly. They both look like they're playing as though they've got a fantastic movie event or something on tonight, because, gee, the pace of shots and the rhythm, the tempo that they're playing is very fast.
Correction was good. First serve.
Of course, there's no challenge on court today. We're not using the Hawkeye. Wow, some massive power coming from Liang. Not tall and lanky, is she? But she's very solid. Gee, she has some power.
Oh, she's also in the girls' junior doubles final later this afternoon.
(40-30).
So a point to hold here for Liang.
Game Liang.
So some big hitting here for the number 2 seeds, and she takes
Liang
a
needs
very
2 games to 1.
quick start. It's 2-1 to Chinese Taipei.
Time.
So Clara Burel serving for the second time. Was broken in her opening service game. Just depth and pace of shot really coming off this young lady's racket, Liang.
Well, yesterday, Burel, she played a very powerful opponent in Wang Jinyu and really found a way just to absorb the pace, so she'll have to do that again today. Doesn't want to give away too many free points like that last shot.
Last 30.
To have to change direction off a return down the line.
Nice forehand, looks very solid there, just going back
15-30.
with the line of shot here, but with good depth.
30 all.
Nice change up out wide. Used that serve a lot yesterday. It was so effective. Just taking a little bit of pace off it, using the placement.
Deuce.
Struggled in her opening service game. You can just see the quality of this young lady on her returning skills. Anything short. That one was a little wide, couldn't quite manage that one.
Advantage Burel. Wait, please.
It's just too good.
Deuce.
Burel trying to take the pace off and reset the point, but just not enough on that last shot, and allowing Liang to step in and use that forehand.
Well, it's a one-track mind for the young player
Advantage Burel.
from Chinese Taipei on screen here. It is get the job with one big strike kind of play.
Deuce.
Just a couple of errors on some opportunities for Burel, and really has to make the most of them because they may not come often today.
Oh, gee, she's clever. Has to do a lot of running here and can still manage to guide this one down the line. Perhaps the drop shot not quite sufficient enough, a little too high. And great execution there from Liang. Break point. So with the double fault, hands the game over. So 2 breaks for Liang.
3 games to 1.
Trains in Kaohsiung in Taiwan. While the Asians are having a wonderful Australian Open. Certainly young Chung from South Korea has played a wonderful Australian Open in the men's event, beating Djokovic. Good depth there. Unfortunately, having to pull out against Roger Federer, though, in the second set. They weren't just blisters either. They were horrible blisters, layer upon layer. So what a disappointing exit for him. But it's, well, it's fast sailing for Liang.
There's not a lot of rallies, so the points are really
30,
won
15.
off a first serve return and the first 2 shots within the rally. So players just need to plan their points wisely, not go for too much. That's just too good.
That's just one strike tennis,
40,
isn't it?
15.
She's really looking to dominate early on in the rally, does not want to let Burel take charge here. Terrific hitting from Liang and Shuo. She leaves
Liang
4-1.
leads 4-1. Time.
So quick to get back out of the chair, Liang and Shuo. Chinese Taipei, gee, it's been a terrific start from this young lady. She's had a great run through here at the Australian Open. Prior to this event, they came to Sydney and played the Four Nations Team Challenge. Great event between France, Japan, Australia, and the rest of the world.
Better rally there from Burel, just making the point last a little bit longer, making Liang force the error. Have to hit a lot more first serves in though. She's only currently sitting on 50% of first serves in. Doesn't want to give too many second serves away.
Oh, she's just dangerous when it's sitting there, Liang. Perhaps that's why she's a little nervous to get some of these first serves in. She just winds up. It's been some great competition in the junior girls singles. The #1 seed was the winner of the Asian Australian Open wildcard playoff in Asia. The end of last year, terrific short backhand reply. The shoulder slump from Burel. She's like, how do you actually hit this in? It's flat and it's hard. And look at that angle, Bodge.
It's a hard shot to make too. It's a good response there for Burel. Her first ace, second ace for the match.
Game, Burel.
Well, good hold there for Clara Burel.
Liang
that will
leads
just
4-2.
help the confidence a little bit, but she certainly needs to try some way to break down this big hitting of Liang. Perhaps change the tempo, hit a few higher, heavier balls, slow the rhythm down, do something different.
Yeah, throw in a few slices, keep the ball deep though.
Well, 157, but it's about precision at the moment
50 love.
for Liang.
She's only lost 3 points off her first serve, so it's working nicely.
Well, she's doing just what you said. Burel just trying to change it up there, but Liang having no part of getting caught up in that. It is just big hitting. This young lady is impressive.
Well, even though Burel hit that slice, it just landed mid-court though. There was nothing on that shot allowing Liang to really use that backhand line.
Just building in confidence here, Liang, not knowing what to do. That's just pace of shot. A little guessing, but got it wrong.
Game Liang.
Wow, in just 19 minutes, Liang is looking for an opportunity
Liang
to close
leads
this
5
first set
games to
out.
2.
She leads 5-2.
Time.
Well, it's a terrific start here. Again, first out of the bench. She looks like she is on a mission. Liang on Shuo from Chinese Taipei with a very solid start to this match. A very confident young lady. Won the lead-up event in Traralgon. Got some work here, Burel. Liang already playing on the ITF Challenger circuit. Also got an opportunity to play in one of the 125k series WTA events in doubles. And had an opportunity to play against the likes of Rodina and Wickmeyer. Lost first round there in the doubles.
Well, 3 backhand returns there for Liang.
40 love.
Clearly the Federation, though, are liking what this young lady is doing, Boyana.
Well, she's got an all-court game. She's got something there to hurt players.
Well, keeps her in the match here. A very good game there from Clara Burel.
Liang leads 5 games to 3.
Liang played a $15,000 tournament back in October 2017. Lost in the final there. Chepan Chandri of Thailand. Goes back in behind.
15 love.
It's her 11th winner for the set.
Is she going to get a little nervous here serving out this set, Bodge?
Well, she keeps hitting out like that.
It looks like she's got no fear. Well, lost a little control on that one. But it's one swing path. It's very flat, very hard.
Just has to be careful she doesn't overplay too much. She's done so well to take the lead with the controlled aggression she's played with. But just in the last couple of games, the errors have crept in.
It's unfortunate for Burel, just can't accumulate a little bit of returning pressure here. Has not put enough returns in. It's just beaten for pace here. And
40-15.
well, now Liang looking in a good position with 2 set points here. Just the first one, in fact, for Liang coming on set point. One more opportunity, though. Well, she takes it on the second one in just 24 minutes. It's
By
Liang
6 games to 3.
through. 6-3, first set. Well, that was a rapid pace, that one.
Well, not a lot of rallies, so the point really determined within the first 4 shots. And for Liang and Shuo, well, should be very happy with the way that first set went. Got off to a flying start, served exceptionally well. She's currently sitting on 78% on first serves in, winning 81% of those, and just too powerful, especially off that forehand side. So we have a look at the summary from that first set. Just the unforced error count for the ladies, a little too high, but you can see the winners for Liang and Shuo. Has got that powerful game, big serve, forehand, and can also dictate play off the backhand side. As you touched on, Louise, she's won the lead-up tournament. She's got a lot of confidence. And so for Burel, she'll really have to adapt and throw in something different so that Liang just doesn't get used to that one pace. And here's some of the highlights. See Liang liking to use the forehand, not afraid to put away that backhand as well. Doesn't show a lot of emotion on court, very contained. But boy, does she have a big game.
Well, she really had the French woman, young lady, I should say, on the run for most of the time. Just came out here with a very strong vision of how she was going to play, and it has been a very promising first set. Very confident and aggressive.
Second set, Burel to serve.
What can the youngster,
Clara
Burel, from Rennes, France, just 16 years of age, what can she do in the second set here? Needs to change things up.
Well, she thought that backhand was wide and had a play on it and left it, and the ball wasn't called. So just has to be careful. Has to make sure, regardless of whether it's called in and out, play the point for what it is. There's no Hawkeye today.
Had an opportunity also to play on the ITF Pro circuit in Le Continent in France. That was back in July. Our best rally of the match for Burel, just finding some timing here. That was just her second ITF event and got through to the semi-finals. So this young lady knows a thing or two, and I think she'll transition quite well also. A little bit more up through the middle on that occasion. Perhaps that's the way forwards for the next couple of games for Burel. Take away the angles from Liang. So a good opportunity here to get on the board early on in this second set. Good depth. And it's the 16-year-old from France. She leads 1-love, trailing the opening set. Much more settled beginning there to the second set than what we saw from the opening start of this match. Just looked a lot more relaxed, a little bit more comfortable out here. Things going rather rapidly the way Liang has been playing. Looks like she's got a dinner date, this young lady.
Well, it's important for Burel to get off to a good start in this second set, and I was all helped with that first serve, a better percentage. Just putting the pressure back on Liang now. Liang's played 3 sets in every round except for a second round where she won comfortably, so she's really fought her way through this tournament.
Love.
Better return, taking that backhand so early.
Played Olivia Godecki, a very talented young Australian girl in the first round, Liang. That was a very tight one. Good effort there for Godecki. Lost 7-6 in the third. Yeah, nice play. Good control from Burel on that occasion. Had a couple more matches on the route to the final. 3 sets. She's had to work very hard, which is really surprising. Just the second round, Liang won 6-2, 6-1. But with play like this, as long as she can maintain good range, and that's yet the question mark, whether this young lady, we've seen the unforced errors really rise, 17.
Not afraid to move forward either, Liang.
40-30.
Putting pressure on Burel, and could come back here in this service game.
Oh, that's big. Did she catch that late, or she actually thought that shot was on?
Well, she's actually starting to pick up this forehand. A lot more winners off this side in this second set. I think maybe just going for it a bit more, not playing so passive.
Good defensive skills there from Burel, and that's brought up a break point now.
Advantage Burel.
We haven't seen Liang use that drop shot. A crucial time, not being able to execute.
First time really under pressure now, Liang. Brave play, but cannot execute. So the gap has been created by the young French lady. She gets the first opportunity to take the lead in this match, 2-love. Take that, starts driving the car again. Certainly doesn't want to sit in the back seat, this young lady from Chinese Taipei.
That's where the first serve is so important for Burel.
Just 59% first serve percentage. And then lift with that.
And she feels the pressure and then tries to go for too much off that second serve.
Absolutely. She's felt that pressure all day. 5 double faults.
It's better serve. Big T, 170 kilometres.
50-30.
Good accuracy there. Just the feet. Some occasions she gets her feet really moving and she looks stable.
40.
And then the next shot, little wobbly. But her game is certainly on the improve. Burel.
Out. 30-40.
Oh, missed that one. The play from Burel there to turn defence into attack and just stay in that rally. I sense that as the rallies continue and get a little longer, her chances of success will also increase. Back to deuce.
Advantage, Liang.
So, break point opportunity.
Game, Liang.
The break back there for Liang, and she rides the ship. She has one set in tow, 6-3, and trails 2-1.
Time.
Well, as she has done all day, Liang has really driven this match. She's out of the chair again first and ready to serve such a powerful young lady. Certainly finding her range, though, is Clara Burel.
Set up nicely with the deep backhand return. This is where she likes to finish, with that forehand. Good momentum moving forward.
New initiative this year by the ITF to have the juniors play the lets. So if it is a let, they must just focus and return the ball. It's so easy just to forget that and almost grab the ball and stop, but something that the International Tennis Federation are trying out for 2018. Terrific hitting. She's got a low center of gravity and really can draw a lot of power from the ground.
Both players using these power shots, but that depth there from Liang really setting her up for that next forehand. But she hit that behind the baseline. Such a good winner off that side. And then Burel tries to overplay too. So Liang just
40,
fighting
15.
her way back into this second set.
That was the let, and you can just see Liang just almost falter there. Didn't quite take off. Good reactions from Burel just to pick that one up. It's a real distraction, but just if it's the rule, then you just follow it. Some big hitting. Just some shape on that one. Only 126. In fact, she doesn't have the bigger serve. She's bigger off the ground and bigger with ground strokes, but it's the young French girl serving at fastest serve 170. Fastest for Liang, 157.
Didn't have to go for that last forehand return. Just needed to play that through the middle.
Game Liang. 2 games all.
So back on even standings here in the second set. Good hold from Liang.
Love 15.
Oh, just not getting up to that one quick enough, Burel.
Love 30.
4 unforced errors in a row now for Burel. Just let that one drop. Nice touch.
15, 30.
Good court awareness. That Liang was way back behind that baseline. Executing that drop shot beautifully.
Working hard. Try to keep her nose in front here, Clara Burel. A brief moment with that break. Just depth of shot is incredible, really, from Liang.
30, 40.
And a break point here now for her. Some big hitting again. So she gets the break and continues to lead here. 6-3, 3-2. Well, some great music in the background here. Solid rock. And hasn't En Xuan Liang of Chinese Taipei. She has started off solid as a rock. 6-3, 3-2. She leads at the moment. So it's Clara Burel of France. Got some work to do here. Great action here. 2018 Australian Open Junior Girls Final. Some big hitting.
Certainly stepped up that forehand, but also has hit a few too many errors off that side in the last few games. So just needs to find her range like that last forehand winner. Really needs to pick her moments, when to attack, when to reset.
Oh, what a terrific point for Burel to stay in some of those rallies. But again, it's Liang in charge.
30-all.
Oh, she almost plays without no fear, Boyana, and kind of no emotion.
She picks her spots and is willing to play an extra shot, Liang.
Well, she just does not give you much, does she? She serves, grab the ball,
40-30.
stand there, hit, serve, not showing you anything. She really doesn't give much to her opponents. I'm quite interested in this young lady.
She has good variety too. Off that serve, the slice, the kick out wide on the ad side. She likes to move forward. She's an all-court player.
That's too good. Oh, she's had a little mental shift as well, Clara Burel. She's realised she's got to get that first shot in and with depth. And she's got to get a break here or things are looking a little dreary for her.
So Burel, for example, worked so hard to get herself back into this game, and at deuce tries to unleash on a forehand return instead of starting the point and then looking to open up the court.
Game, Liang.
Wow, 2 error returns there will hurt the French
Liang leads 4 games
ladies'
to 2.
chance here. And it's a hold, so it is Liang and Shuo in very commanding position. She has controlled this match extremely well, this young 17-year-old.
Really is a must-hold for Burel. After taking a 2-love lead in the second set, has now conceded 4 straight games.
Well, apologises, but I really think she's trying to get off this court under an hour. Liang.
An 11th winner for Burel in this set.
It's do or die, really, for this young lady. She can just open up her shoulders and just free swing. And that's what she does on the front foot here, Burel. Really her last opportunity to try to hold, because if she doesn't, it would give an opportunity for Liang to serve this match out. Missed one there. Can hear Norbert Palmier. He's the coach of Clara Burel, just trying to urge his player, just will her on in this. Great coach, just coached many of the top French players. Yeah, nice 1-2. She holds, she's on the board. And it's Liang who leads 6-3, 4-3. This opening, well, Australian Open Junior final.
Time.
So still some work to do here. And in charge though, Liang and Shuo, Chinese Taipei.
Love.
Disguises that out wide serve so well, Liang. Takes pace off it. Can really get that ball, get that racket around the ball.
Got some good coaches behind her in Shuo. She's currently being coached by Chinwei Chan, who was a very good tennis player herself. Reached the heights of 152 in singles, 74 in doubles, and has quite a few titles behind her. Her and her father have taken on Liang as a project and really helping her develop.
Oh, really that forehand return from Burel, letting her down in the second set. Just going for too much.
Game, Liang.
So good hold now.
5-3.
So maximum pressure on Clara Burel of France. Must hold her serve here to stay in this match, but it's been a driving force from the young lady from Chinese Taipei today, the number 2 seed.
Set up nicely with that first serve.
15 love.
And just not overplaying it here. And that's how she can win her points. Doesn't try to paint the lines. Just gets Liang off court.
Oh la la, it is. She needed to make that.
15 all.
Did have the opening, just the feet stuck, not being able to get out of the way.
$50-30.
Difference really being today, Liang, knowing when to go for it and when to reset and use the middle for Burel. She's had moments of hitting those big shots, but just lets herself down with too many errors at the wrong time.
So with that,
30-40.
we have arrived at championship points and a chance to own that trophy. A little bit of luck there for Clara Burel,
Yes.
but it's Liang and Shuo who is really on the front foot here, looking to close out the match. Good serve, doing what she can to hang in, to force Liang to have to serve this match out.
Burel.
Well, that's disappointing for Burel.
Yes.
Great serve, just went for too much on that off forehand.
Please.
Ah, good depth through the line from Burel. Couldn't control that one.
Advantage,
She
Burel.
thinks it's long. Not much she can do about it, though. Just gesturing over to her group, but add Burel. Well, she's frustrated, but she lives on. Clara Burel, it's Liang, 6-3, 5-4.
Liang leads 5-4. Time.
Well, it's a fast pace that she has set all day here, Liang Yunxuan, and she is looking to serve out to be the Australian Open Junior Champion. And just pressing a little bit.
Well, Burel did such a good job of holding and saving a match point. And it's never easy closing out a set, let alone a match like this.
La 30.
Well, just overplaying a fraction, Liang. See if the nerves get to her a little bit. Just a few errors coming from her racket now. That's brave. Very good tennis. Plays through the middle, gets the opening down the line, and the willingness to come forwards. It's a good sign, Boyana.
Oh, it was a good job from Burel also to make Liang play that one extra shot. Good serve down the tee.
30 all.
Liang looking to get this game over and done with. Burel just taking her time, trying to slow things down. Big point here at 30 all.
Oh, just pressing a little there. And now a break point going the other way for Clara Burel. Oh, just taking her time for the first time in this match, Liang. Just narrowly missing this forehand down the line, and she's a total of 26 unforced errors. That number has really risen, so has her winners. Yeah, a lot more aggressive now on the front foot.
But also the
French woman.
But also the positioning of where Burel was on that last forehand. She was just on the baseline, allowing herself to use that forehand inside out.
Break point. Oh, gee, I thought that was a smart rally from Burel, just to mix that up. Height, shape, depth, but then just a little too risky again on that flat ball down the line. Back to Juice. Just gesturing. She should have added a little more left hand on that, a little bit of shape. But I don't think she knows how to spin or shape. It's just been hard, flat hitting from this young Liang. So, break point.
So 3 opportunities that Burel's had, and they've all been errors off the forehand side. She's had plenty of opportunities, just not being able to convert them, Burel.
Well, again, that forehand side has let her down, and again, it is Liang and Shuo, Chinese Taipei. Well, she gets it. Liang
by 2 sets to 0.
and Shuo is the 2018 Australian Open Junior Girls Champion. It was a terrific effort, played very aggressively, And she has a one-style game of play, and that is to be very, very aggressive out here, be positive, and gosh, just does not show any emotion. Just very impressive, this young lady.
Well, she put herself in a winning position, didn't she? Liang and Shuo has a big game, an all-court game as well. Got a little nervous in the end, but just managed to keep her nerve, serve well, stay in the rally. What a fantastic 2 weeks it's been for that young lady. Liang and Shuo won Traralgon, went on to win the Junior Australian Open.
Oh, disappointment, obviously, for Clara Burel, who worked so hard to really get back in that match. She was up 2-love, started off well in the beginning of the second set, and then it was a real competition. Carolyn Kramer there is overseeing the junior championships here. But there certainly has been so many great players that have been in this young lady's position. She's going to go over and see her coach and her family. Take it through, Bodge. Anything that really stands out there?
Well, I thought Liang really was able to serve her way out of pressure situations. A good percentage there, 72% of first serves in, and winning a lot of those first serves. But really, the unforced error count, I thought, for Burel, especially off that forehand side, let her down at times where she really needed to just stay controlled, make Liang play that extra point. But Liang, well, she created a lot more breakpoint opportunities, winning 4 out of 7 and forcing the play a lot more by coming to the net, taking balls out of the air. Just a fantastic effort from Liang this afternoon. Very well deserved.
Well, it's a great view over Melbourne City, and these youngsters that have been on court here in Margaret Court Arena, the terracotta roof there. They've enjoyed the Australian Open Junior Girls Final, and they will get to see this many more years. I would imagine that they're going to be coming to the Australian Open. But for Liang on Shuo, there's no question about it. She will be coming back because she has won herself a wild card into the qualifying of the main event last year. And of course, we saw how well Marta Kostyuk did. She was the winner of the Australian Open Junior Girls Finals last year, had a terrific run here. And, well, that's what they're really playing for, is an ability to continue to make that step from juniors through to the senior ranks. And what a great way to do it via the juniors here at the Australian Open. And there's been some terrific names there. Caught a glimpse of Nicole Pratt. She certainly looks after the Australian juniors. But the names of Azarenka, Yankovic, Pavlyuchenkova, Karolina Pliskova, and Ikondra, and of course Marta Kostyuk last year. Beautiful trophy there, so much to play for. As we go down to the on-court ceremony.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What a great final it was. What a culmination of the junior singles draw. Really shows that we have some bright stars coming onto the tour. Give them a round of applause to both of our finalists. This afternoon, for the trophy presentation, we are joined by the Tennis Australia Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Tom Lana, and the Junior Tournament Director, Francis Sawyer. Also, please welcome the President of the International Tennis Federation, David Haggerty. I would now like to invite Francis Sawyer to the microphone to present the chair umpire, Katarzyna Radwan from Poland, with a very special gift. Katarzyna. Well, they played a fantastic match this afternoon, I'm sure you would all agree, and it was a mammoth effort for these girls to get to the final. Would you please welcome the 2018 Australian Open Junior Girls runner-up from France, Clara Burel.
First, thanks to the organization for an amazing tournament, an amazing week for me. Thanks to my team. And to my family who are watching me for sure, from France.
Thank you, Clara. The ITF does an outstanding job with junior tennis tournaments right around the world, all throughout the year. I would now like to invite David Haggerty to present the trophy from the ITF and Tom Lana to present the Perpetual Trophy to our Australian Open 2018 Junior Girls Champion, Liang and Shuo.
Thanks to all the sponsors, staff, and last man referee, both kids this week. And congrats to my opponent for a great performance all the week. And thanks to my coach, my mother. I can't do this without all of them. 也谢谢所有在台湾支持着我的家人朋友，我会继续努力，谢谢。
Our champion, Liang and Shuo. Well, thank you to Craig Tiley, to Francis Sawyer, to David Haggerty, our officials, our ball kids, and all of the participating players of the Junior Girls Singles Draw. That concludes our presentation. Thank you very much.
Wow, what a wonderful moment there for both those players, particularly for Liang and Shuo. And wow, she will remember that. And she also will have an opportunity to come back here and to play just in 12 months' time in the qualifying of the Australian Open, because alongside that wonderful trophy and the title as the Australian Open Junior Champion for 2018. And so stay with us on Margaret Court Arena. We'll have continued play, but for now it's the Australian Open Junior Girls Champion and finalist. But there the winner is in the yellow. What a wonderful moment for her. She won through today. Liang and Shuo, 6-3, 6-4.